All right, what's going on YouTube? Right now I'm actually at the Junkyard. For you guys that do not know, I'm in Broward County area, and this is MNL. This is the MNL Junkyard. Right next to us is You Pull It. So these are two like big junkyards that a lot of people go to down here. Anyways, the reason why I'm here is because last night while I was at work, my power steering pump had broke. Well, more so the pulley had snapped, and a lot of that has to do with my fault. I'll probably explain that later on, but pretty much right now I found a Mitsubishi Galant, because to find a Ralliart here is always impossible. I've only found like one for like the 3 years I've ever been to these junkyards, but luckily the 4G69 motor is common in the Mitsubishi Galant, the 4th Gen Eclipse, and the Mitsubishi Outlander. So for those of you guys that are ever wondering, whenever you need to go to the junkyard and you can't find a Ralliart, those are the three cars to look for, because they all share the 4G69 motor. But yeah, I'm just here to get the power steering pump. I'll probably show it to you guys right now. So pretty much, alright, so this thing right here is the thing that broke. I'm really doing it just to get the pulley, well, the pulley and the pump itself, like all the hoses and stuff, I'm taking off, but it's gonna be a minute for me to get it off. It's like 2-3 bolts to get it off, and then you're just gonna have to yank it around. And luckily I see any clips over there too in case this one looks bad. But yeah, this is pretty much what's going on right now, so I'll update you guys once I've taken it off, or when I'm getting close to it. I gotta take off that bolt. There's one right over there, and I think those are the only two I needed. I can't remember if there was another, but if there was, I'll definitely let you know. But obviously you gotta like loosen up the tensioner bolt and stuff, remove the belt, which I'm slowly doing. But yeah, then if I remember correctly, it's removing those two bolts and then anything connected up top, and then you could just like work your way out of it. All right, so we're good. This is the power steering pump that I needed, and before I said that it was 2 bolts, it was actually 3 bolts. I'll show you where they're located right now. All right, so I said it was 2 bolts, but it was actually 3. So you had one right here was a very long bolt at the bottom, which that's a 14, and then these are the 2 bolts, which are 2 12s. Now I did also just remove this, but I just put it in my toolbox. But that's pretty much it. So all I gotta do is just get this washed up, head to my car, which is still at the workshop, well, at my work. And then everything is just like a simple bolt-on easy thing. Now the reason why my pulley had actually snapped is, and this is why I'm kind of a dumbass, so you see this right here, this is where, you know, all the power steering fluid stuff goes in and goes to like the feed into all the fancy stuff that it does. Well, I kind of don't use that. Actually no, it goes in here, I lied. The hose goes in here, this is where it comes out of. But I, in a way, don't run power steering at all. So I kind of just had this for just the use of a pulley. In a way, it was kind of like my ghetto, I guess it was my ghetto power steering delete, because unfortunately the way how the Ralliarts run, you can't exactly run the belt without having this. There's just no way you can cleanly run it, and unfortunately there's no power steering delete kit, unlike, you know, Hondas, or I think even Evos run, which unfortunately on the Evos this is located on the complete opposite side. So my getaway was just, you know, still run this, just no fluid or anything in it, which I'm guessing the reason why this thing snapped is because well, when you got nothing lubing it up, eventually it's gonna break. So it did last me, I think, half a year, but I'm probably gonna be a dumbass again and just not run it, and you know, when it breaks, or if anything, I might just try to like properly fix it and just run power steering again. But honestly, it's felt so weird now. Now, honestly, I've been running without power steering for so long that I've actually gotten so used to running without it, especially with how light my car is because I have a gutted interior, that anytime I drive somebody's car with power steering, it feels so weird and unnatural that I kind of rather run without power steering, even though I'm probably going to break my pump again. But I guess that's just the risk my dumbass is just going to take. Again, like, I know, so I don't want anybody putting in the comments like, yo, you're a fucking idiot, because trust me, I know. I do a lot of stupid things, even when I know the consequences are gonna make me pissed, like how it is now. But, you know what, fuck it. Maybe I might try to fix it later on. Right now, I just want to get it running, which this is gonna be my 3rd time doing this, and I've kind of gotten the idea of what to do, so hopefully everything goes from smooth sailing. Don't be like me. Definitely keep your power steering, because you don't want your pump breaking like me and having to go to Junkyard like every 6 months, but whatever. I was originally planning on just getting a completely new one, just because I felt like I was running out of time, but Junkyards are a lot cheaper. I don't know how much this is going to be. Well, I kind of forgot, but I know it's a lot cheaper than buying a brand new one, because a brand new one, if I go to like AutoZone or something, is like 300 bucks. So I was not about to spend that for something that I know is going to break real soon, because again, I'm a dumbass. But I'll update you guys when I get back to my car, and hopefully everything goes well. Alright, so before I start working on this car, I just wanted you guys to see right there, yeah, that's my power steering pump. I had originally taped that off just so like nothing gets in there, like no water and stuff, although there's a hole down there. That's where like one of the plugs is supposed to be at, but as you can see, yeah, my pulley's not there. My pulley's actually snapped. It's all the way in the bottom. I don't even think you guys can see it. Maybe if I try the exposure, yeah, you can see it like in focuses, but right there, all the way at the bottom, yeah, that's my pulley. So yeah, again, this should just be a very simple fix. Again, I already showed you the 3 bolts you got to worry about. All you gotta do is just put it all in reverse. So yeah. Alright, so as you can tell, I'm back in the Ralliart. I don't want to like jinx anything, but right now things are at least running, I guess you can say. I'm driving home right now because I'm dirty as fuck, you could probably tell. So I'm gonna head home, shower. I'm hungry as fuck, so I'm gonna definitely get something to eat. Then I'm gonna head back to work, but there's not much else I could have really said with the whole installation and everything. Again, it was just like 3 bolts. The big long one, which is a 14, and then the 2 12s, which were like up top on the, which, by the way, you can technically do this without removing the brackets and shit. But whenever I go to the junkyard, I just remove the 3 bolts off the bracket, take it all off, so it's like one big piece, because I haven't even tried this out yet, but it looks like there's a, like, you can possibly do this without removing the brackets. They're just bolts in separate areas, so I'd rather just take off all the bolts for the bracket and then install it all in one go, rather than trying to do it the other way, just because, you know, it's whatever. But that's all I really have to say. I hope you enjoyed this kind of like small video. One thing I should also say is I'm a dumbass.